A lot of drama, man. Like, oh shit.
It's like EastEnders out there in the Premier League at the moment, isn't it? It's all going off.
Yeah, it's literally a soap opera, man. This is crazy. Like, what the hell is going on? Oh man, obviously, this City stuff, bro. Like, obviously, we knew it was happening. I think everyone knew it was happening, yeah, but no one expected them to get punished, yeah. Like, I don't know what's going on, bruv. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I do you know what? I think this is what I said to somebody earlier. I feel this is one of these occasions where I think the headline is going to be more sensational than the actual outcome of what happens. You know,
Yeah, the punishment.
City are not going to get done for 100 different different breaches. You know they're not. You know this is all going to be wrapped back. You know that it's actually going to be 3 or 4 things that they get some slap wrists on. And listen, but it's sensational. That's what we love about it, right? So straight away, I'm seeing like Lee Gunner was like, I saw him put a video out, cracked me up. It was like Man City getting relegated. And I was like, yeah, it started. It started already. We're having fun. We're having fun. So it's all good. It's listen. Who knows? Who knows?
Bruv, it's mad because everyone knew, yeah, that City were doing what they were doing. Everyone knew about the fake sponsor. Everyone knew about that. Like, I remember at the time when Roberto Mancini was there, they were saying he was getting paid by like the state or something and not by the club or some shit like that. Like, everyone knows that this has been going on. Them man had fake sponsors, and then they found out it was owned by like the family or the country or whatever that owned or the city or whatever that owned. Bruv, them man are owned by a whole state, fam. Do you know what I mean? You obviously knew where the money was coming from.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think to think that any of this is squeaky clean would be, I think, naive and ignorant. But I don't think it's just them. I reckon it must happen with loads of clubs, right? This is just, do you know, Rants, do you know what? I said to somebody earlier, I said, I know this will never happen, but I almost want football to get to the point where they turn around and say, right, no player can be sold for more than £50 million. No player can get more than 200 grand a year, 200 grand a week. And no club can spend more than 150 million pounds in a window. To just bring it all back, left, right, and centre, to say, right, there you go. You've all got the same rules. Go. I know it will never happen, but something's got to give because in 5 or 6 years they're going to investigate Chelsea for everything that's going on now.
Bruv, they should be investigating them now, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, wait, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like, how come all of a sudden it's Man City right now when Chelsea are doing this right in our faces? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, bro. Like, you don't need to wait 10 years to actually go and, in retrospect, investigate Chelsea. Investigate them now, bro. Clearly, they're breaking the rules. Clearly, they are. Do you know what I mean? Because you wouldn't be able to do this. Bruv, Todd Bowley ain't that rich, bro. You know, like that. Yeah, he's not that rich, bro. Like, in the grand scheme, yeah, of football wealth, he ain't got money like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't got money like that. So I don't know why people are going on like he's the fucking Saudis. He ain't got Saudi money.
Yeah, I think I was reading about this the other day, and it's really complicated. Everything that's going on at Chelsea, i.e., it's not just Todd Bowley's money, is it? I think there's a few of them in the consortium that I listen. I could be wrong, but I remember reading that their wealth between them was something like 60 to 70 billion. I don't know,
but that's still not a lot compared to the Saudis.
No, of course, absolutely. And then
men are in the hundreds of millions, if not, hundreds of billions, if not the trillions, bro. Like when you actually put the family together.
Yeah. Listen, I'm not defending it either way. I feel like the line that they're coming out with at Chelsea is that that by putting everybody on these really long contracts, it allows them to pay X% up front, and then the rest of the money is deferred across a number of years, which I see it. But also at the same time, you're looking and thinking, hang on, this is a lot of money. Like this is transfer after transfer after transfer. But I don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like something's got to happen, whether it's FIFA, UEFA, the Premier League. They've got to rein this in across the board. They've got to, because it's getting ridiculous, isn't it? It wasn't like this when we were growing up.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Like back in them days, 30 million was a lot. Do you know what I mean? When someone spent 30 million on a player, you were like, whoa.
Well, do you remember when Shearer went to Newcastle from Blackburn? Do you
No,
remember?
I
I
was
think it
too
was like
young for that. I don't remember that shit. What was that? That was in the early 90s or something.
no, that was so that would have been 90. Oh God, 97, 98, whatever
Oh,
it
well,
was.
mid 90s. Either way, I don't remember that
Yeah,
shit.
and he went for like 15 million or something. And at the
Yeah,
time,
97 it was. 97.
97. I remember it was like uproar from like, oh my God, £15 million for a footballer. Now you're talking about £15 million sign-on fees. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 15 million pound. Like that's a salary, bro.
Yeah, it's listen to Jerry 25 in your chat saying man is scared of evolution in the game. I'm not scared of it, but at some point there's got to be a ceiling, right? You can't just keep going to the point where we're going to get the first £300 million football player. You know, it can't go on like this, can it? Can't.
Yeah, no, bruv, it will. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know it will.
And someone say something. Of course, I know Andre Kanchelskis, but bro, like I know players in it, but I weren't of the age, to be knowing transfer fees and stuff. I wasn't reading the news, blood. Like I mean, when you're a certain age and you're just consuming football, you don't read newspapers. You know what I mean? When you're in single digits, you're not reading the newspapers, bruv. Like I was a kid. Do you know what I mean? So like
teletext.
Yeah, so bruv, man don't know how old them man are when I mean how much them man were costing at them ages. Like, do you get me? I think Eric Cantona must have cost us like $1 million or something like that. I think from Leeds and that. And I only know that because I'm a Man United fan. Like, I was too young to know that. Do you know what I mean? The Premier League started in 92, bro. Like, I was a baby. So, do you know what I mean? It's one of them ones where, like, man don't really know, like, how much the man went for. But 15 million right now, do you know what I'm saying? What can that get you? That can't get you nothing. That's literally what you're paying for a player just to sign on. Literally, that's not their fee. That's their signing on fee.
And you think about it at the time as well. I use Shearer just because he was the striker in world football. Like this was a man that guaranteed you 30 odd goals a year. Like, and he went for 15 million, and then from then on, it's just gone mad. I mean, what's the most expensive? Is it Mbappe? Was it Neymar or Mbappe?
No, Neymar still 200 million euros. I think Mbappe would have gone. I think Mbappe went for 180 or something.
Yeah. It's just mad, isn't it? It's mad for 180, 200 million. Yeah, I want Mbappe and Neymar scoring a hat-trick each every game. I want my returns.
But Neymar's, to be fair, Neymar's was a buyout, and they paid it. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what it was, and him having a 200 million buyout is fair because no one expected anyone to trigger that. Do you know what I'm saying?
For sure. I mean, someone in your chat.
That was the reason why it was there.
Someone in your chat is really right. Great name as well. Oozing Sauce. Absolutely brilliant name. So 45 million used to get you Zidane. Now it gets you an Anthony Gordon. Like, no disrespect to Anthony Gordon. That boy could turn out to be a top winger, but you're talking about someone who's not done anything in football really, and 45 million done. It's crazy.
45 million is what you pay for any bog standard English player right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like 45 million. If you wanted to go and get fucking Dominic Calvert-Lewin, he would cost you 45 million. Anyone that's English, in the Premier League right now, like a Wan-Bissaka or something like that, that's how much you're paying for them. Any of them, that's, you know what I mean? Callum Wilson, all these guys, you're paying 45 million for them just because they're English and they play in the Prem. Like that's standard. That's the standard. Like 45 million is almost the entry fee for any shit English player. Ward-Prowse, all these guys, you're paying 40 million for them.
But you look at Declan Rice as an example, Rants. Yeah. Now Declan Rice for me, he's a good footballer. Yeah, he's a good footballer. I'm not going to go, oh my God, this boy's amazing. He's a solid Premier League midfielder, defends, gets forward, gets on the ball, tackles. Yeah, he does a job, right? They're talking like 120 million. Look, 120 million used to get you the game changer. You know what I mean? The guy that gets you the 30, 40 goals a year, the playmaker, the Ronaldinho type player. Now we're talking about 120 to 150 million for a central midfielder. It's gone bananas.